Hey, it's Redfirefly again. This is actually our second game on 3v3s with me and Dizzy and AngryAsian. As you can see here, I have a friend who's inviting me to join him on Skype. Don't add him as a friend. Okay, so continuing on, as I remember vaguely, this is one game that we lose, but that's not what's important. What's important is the content of the game. So as again, we're going to be looking at production. So we are playing against one Protoss, two Protoss, and one Terran. And it's versus us, which is one Protoss, one Terran, and one Zerg. Again, we play all these games. We actually played these 5 games in a row. AngryAsian and me got frustrated, but as it went every other, we were under the pretenses or presumption that we were going to get bronze. We didn't get bronze. Alright, so continuing this game on, I am creating, I will reply to my friend in a bit. Let me let him know that we are recording. Recording on Fraps right now. It will be on YouTube tonight. Okay, so as we continue, I am thinking about going air again because that is a common build for me. One thing that I mentioned on an older game is the fact that people do not actually utilize Zerg like they should. And the thing about Zerg is that if you are Zerg, you should build overlords and spread them because that's the best way to scout out. Yes, they are just like pylons and they are just like supply depots. They create your unit cap. But early in the game, most people cannot attack air, so you're safe. For anybody who doesn't know already, my channel is Redfirefly NCG. Redfirefly was already taken, so I put Redfirefly NCG standing for NewbCast Gaming. So continuing on this right here, our opponents here, Terran is building, he's building a lot here. He has a bunch of 2 factories going on and 3 barracks. So he's getting a bunch of air, a bunch of tanks going on. Ooh, he also has a few Hellions going on. That's an overuse on probes. Definitely not utilizing him to the fullest extent. He should probably bring some over to the simulator here. But they do block off the wall here. Not completely with buildings, but with units and buildings. So when we do the first attack here, and now, as I remember now, this is actually one of our shortest games. The reason is because we attack early on in the game, which is the first time that we actually done it. We tried to do a 7-minute rush, but it didn't go as well as we had hoped. So continuing on here, I actually utilize like I'm supposed to do. I hope he realizes that I am recording everything that he says. So if any of you guys can read what he writes on the screen, okay. It's very interesting being a girl player sometimes. So continuing on, I do my job and my due diligence, and I do what I'm supposed to do, which is slow down the build order of the build and mining and so forth of minerals for our opponents. Our problem is because of the fact that we spend so much time attacking, we use pretty much all of our forces to attack up front. Our defense, though it looks nice to have all these buildings here, isn't much at all. So when blue here, Hayzz, goes and attacks us with the rest of them, they do a good chunk of damage to us. I am not sure who would I actually assign MVP for this team. It's very interesting. But as you can see here, I have air units, which won't do much against these guys at all. I would actually assign a tie between blue and teal as far as MVP. Red is far behind his allies as far as building all this stuff out. And we have a hard time just being able to take them down. AngryAsian does a great job. He loves sentries because of the fact that he can build a shield, a way to block everything, which is awesome, but it slows them down, but it doesn't do much. So when they hit our gates right here, there isn't much we can do. And even my units here causing damage over here like they're supposed to, we lost due to the lack of defense on our side. And that's not something that we usually lose to. We usually have a great defense. It's because we decide to do a 7-minute rush. Okay. And they did an excellent job just going back and attacking. And yes, I am cheesy. I am glad that some people point that out. Whatever. At least I won the game. That's a good thing. So we lost the game. I don't even know what that means. Good job to our opponents. That was a 13-minute game, and oh well. So we lost. I accept defeat. I was actually thinking about staying in the game much longer and trying to take them out just because of the fact that they can't see me. And then I decided not to. And the reason is just because as fun as I like the challenge, when you have friends actually waiting for you on vent and being like, seriously, you're staying in the game? Are you sure you can handle this? It's not really that fun. And plus on top of that, I had no defense. If they started coming down here, this would have all been wiped out, and I would have just had the extra base right here. So that's the end of that game. That was our first loss out of our 5 games. So check us out on the next one. This is Redfirefly with NewbCast Gaming.